Hi, I'm going to show you how to trim a plate on the wheel now. So my plate is centered and I have my 3 balls of clay down here. I just wanted to show you that when you push them down, you want to make sure that they're very low because you don't want them to get in the way of you trimming your foot. So there you go. Now when you're making a foot on a plate, you want to make sure that you're aware of how thick your plate is. If it's very thin, you need to be very careful when you're trimming here because the number one problem with making a plate is trimming through the foot when you're making the foot. So you want to be careful of that. And basically it's the same as trimming everything else. You want to take off the profile first, make this a really nice shape, and then you'll create your foot. One thing about the plate, you want to keep your foot as wide as possible for support. If you have a narrow foot in here, when you start to use the plate will wobble on the foot. So make your foot as wide as possible. I'm going to go in with the little tool right now and create that foot. The foot is really important because it gives you a nice place to stop your glazing. It gives you a nice undercut. It makes the plate look less dumpy and more elegant. You can really make it decorative if you want. It's easier to hold when you are doing glazing. And then also, just functionally, when you're washing the dishes, having a little grip, a little foot on there makes everything easier. Alright, and now I'm going to go in and remove the clay here. My bottom is pretty thin, so I'm not going to remove too much from the middle like that. And I'm just going to spiral outward until we get to the edge. And like the bowl, you don't want to make your foot too chunky, but you do want to make it substantial enough so it doesn't shift if you're going to be using it over and over again. Now I'm going back in and working the outside. And that's about it. Remove my pieces of clay here, pick it up, and you can see how the foot is pretty much as wide as the plate. And voila!